If you're obsessed with productivity, you are accidentally keeping your business small. We've been sold a lie. We're told that the secret to success is a better morning routine, a sharper to-do list, or squeezing more hours out of the day. But here is the brutal truth. To-do lists are for employees and systems are for owners. If you wake up every morning wondering, what do I need to do today? You don't have a business. You have a high-stress job that you created for yourself. You are trapped in an environment of reaction rather than creation. The environment is so important to the mindset of an entrepreneur and investor. If your environment is dictated by a checklist, your mindset is stuck in survival mode. Today, I'm going to show you why the productivity trap is keeping you broke and exactly how to replace your to-do list with systems that allow you to scale without burning out. Welcome back, I'm Daniel Shepherd, and on this channel, we talk about out-of-the-box principles for scaling businesses and reclaiming your freedom. Most small business owners are trapped in what I call the operator's dilemma. You are the most productive person in your company. You get more done by 9 a.m. than most people do all week. But despite all the hustle, your revenue has hit a ceiling. The problem isn't your work ethic. The problem is your vehicle. A to-do list is designed to manage personal output. It resets to zero every single morning. It builds no equity, it builds no leverage. To scale, we have to stop trying to be productive and start being systematic. Let's break down why your obsession with getting things done is actually the bottleneck choking your growth. Let's talk about the employee mindset versus the owner mindset. Let's look at the math. Productivity is defined at the rate of output per unit of input. In a traditional job, being productive means you produce more work in 8 hours, so you get a raise or a bonus. It is a linear exchange. When you bring that mindset into entrepreneurship, you try to optimize your personal throughput. You download apps to track your time, you wake up at 4 a.m., you optimize your calendar. But here's the catch. You have a hard cap. Even if you are the most productive human on earth, you max out at 24 hours. A to-do list is a linear tool. It requires your presence to function. If you stop looking at the list, the work stops. That is an employee mindset. You are simply the best employee your company has. You are the bottleneck because every decision must pass through your brain. The owner mindset is different. The owner doesn't ask, how can I get this done faster? The owner asks, how can I build a machine that does this without me? When you solve a problem on a to-do list, you solve it for today. When you solve a problem with a system, you solve it forever. Think about it. Does the CEO of McDonald's have flip burgers on his to-do list? No, does he hell? He has a system that ensures burgers are flipped the exact same way in 30,000 locations simultaneously across the world. He isn't productive, his business is productive. I can't say there's much of a better investment than building a system that pays you while you sleep. So if systems are so much better, why are we addicted to to-do lists? Biology. Every time you cross an item off your list, even a trivial one like answer emails, order office supplies, or Slack the team, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. It feels good, it feels like progress, you feel busy. But busy is not the same as profitable. This is the productivity trap. You spend your day clearing small, low-value tasks because they give you an immediate gratification. You feel like a hero because you put out 5 fires before lunch. But let me ask you, did the value of your business increase today, or did you just maintain the status quo? Your business relies on you checking the boxes to survive. You're building a house of cards. If you get sick, if you want to take a vacation, or if you just burn out, the revenue stops. The to-do list keeps you focused on the urgent rather than the important. It keeps you reactive. Systems allow you to be proactive. You need to shift your environment from one of noise and urgency to one of strategy and silence. So, what does a system actually look like? How do you actually replace a list with a system? A task is, I need to send an invoice to client X. A system is an automated workflow that triggers an invoice the moment a project is marked complete. In your project management system, followed by 2 automatic follow-up emails if it's unpaid after 7 days. A task is, I need to train the new sales rep. A system is a recorded video library and a standard operating procedure document that new reps watch for 2 weeks, followed by a quiz requiring 0 hours of your time. A system is composed of 3 things: tools, the software or hardware used; the process, the documented step-by-step instructions or SOPs; and people, the person who is new, operating the tool and following the process. This is critical. You cannot hire good people into a bad system. If you hire a star player and put them in a chaotic environment without processes, they will fail. But if you have a great system, you can plug in average people and get elite results. When you have a system, the business has an asset. You can sell a business that has systems. You cannot sell a business that is just you and a to-do list. If you're currently drowning in a to-do list, you can't just delete it today. You need a transition plan. Here is the 3-step framework I use with my private clients to move from operator to owner. Step 1 is eliminate. Look at your to-do list. I guarantee 30% of it doesn't actually need to be done. We invent work to feel productive. If a task doesn't directly contribute to revenue or customer delivery, stop doing it. Be ruthless. I can't say that is much better of a feeling than simply deleting a task permanently. Step 2 is automate. Before you hire anyone, look at the remaining tasks. Can software do this? Can you use tools like Zapier, ChatGPT, or your CRM to handle this automatically? Software is cheaper than people and it never calls in sick. It works 24/7 without complaining. Step 3 is delegate with documentation. This is where most people fail. They hire someone and say, figure it out. That's not a system, that's abdication. Instead, do the task one last time. Record your screen while you do it. Talk through your decision-making process, save that video, write a bulleted checklist to go with it. Now hand that to someone else. You haven't just cleared your to-do list, you've built a permanent asset that solves the problem forever. Stop wearing your busyness as a badge of honor. Being busy is often a sign of being lazy. Lazy about thinking, lazy about documenting, and lazy about building systems. True productivity isn't about how many boxes you check today. It's about how many boxes you never have to check again because you built a system to do it for you. You need to protect your mindset. The environment of a system-driven business allows you to think like an investor, not a worker. If you're ready to stop operating and start owning, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are going to be breaking down more frameworks on how to build these assets so you can reclaim your freedom. I'm Daniel Shepherd. Stop working in your business and start working on it. I'll see you on the next one.